Okay. All right. So follow me, okay? Just do what I do. You can watch the video up here and follow along, okay? We're going to go C major triad, root position, with the right hand there. All right? That's, if you put numbers on that, it's what are the numbers? 1, 3, 5, right? So if you want a 7, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? Okay, I think we talked about this at one point, but 1, 3, 5, 7, and that's a major 7th chord in root position, right? The root is on the bottom, okay? However, that is what it is. There's nothing wrong with that chord. It's kind of boring in elementary, and it just actually doesn't sound that rich, right? Plus, it's 4 notes, so it's a big grip. So what I want to do is grab a 3-note voicing. Now, if you want a 3-note voicing, obviously you could just drop the root out of that and play 3, 5, 7, right? Okay, that's possible. It doesn't sound that great, if you ask me. Kind of boring. So I prefer to start with major triad and then drop the thumb, the root, down to the 7, a half step below the root. All right. And then put numbers on that.
7, 3, 5.
Exactly. 7, 3, 5. So this is what I call a 735 area code. All right. Major 7th in the 735 area code. Any 7th chord, for that matter, in the 735 area code. All right. We'll start with major 7ths. Everybody feel comfortable with that? Chord right there. So this is really easy to find, right? It's just the root position major triad. Drop the 1 down a half step. Okay? Drop the root down a half step, and you got the 7th. All right. There's all sorts of nice variations on this. Adding the 9, the 13, doing all sorts of stuff if you want. But let's just stick with this for right now. 7, 3, 5. And your first worksheet there is taking it around those shape groups that we have that are based on the root position major triads, right? So let's go around, play a root position major triad, and then drop the root down to the 7 in each one of these keys. Okay? Starting with C. Ready? C major root position triad. Then drop the root down, get a 7, 3, 5, 2, 3, and 4. Let's go up to F. Another white key. Drop the root down. 7, 3, 5. A lot of different fingerings you could use. I'm cycling through a few different ones. Whatever works for your fingers, really. It depends on where you're going to, of course. Where you come from. Okay, let's go to G, the other white shape. G, B, D. Now, if you don't have your left hand in there on the root, make sure you get it in there. Because you need the left hand, because we're dropping the root out of these right hand chords, right? So now we're dropping the root down to F sharp. So now that's 7, 3, 5 in the key G. Okay, little different shape. When you go to G there and add the major 7, which is the sharp, right? Okay, so just a quick review. The 3 white shapes. You've got C major 7, F major 7, G major 7. Okay, so just spend a little time with those. Practice them. Let's go to the next shape group. What's the next one I got on the list there? Is it black, white, or white, black? White, black, white. Okay, so that starts with D, right? So you play D major triad, D, F sharp A, and drop the root down a half step to C sharp. You feeling it? You seeing it? Dropping the root down to C sharp. Keep the D in the left hand, right? so you got that anchored there. You got a major 7 sound. Okay? Any questions? See how different that shape is? It feels so different, it looks so different. Okay, let's go to another one, a white, black, white. So E, G sharp, and B. And what are you going to do to get the 7 chord, Eddie?
How to get the 7?
Yeah.
Move to an E flat.
Yeah, E down to E flat. Well, it's got D sharp, right? That's the major 7. Yeah. There's your E major 7. And you do the same thing on A. Okay, A major, A, C sharp, E. Drop the root down a half step. G sharp. There it is for you. Okay, let's review those. D, E, and A. There's the 7, 3, 5, major 7. Alright, let's go on to the black, white, blacks. First one, D flat. D flat, F, and A flat. Keep following me. D flat, F, and A flat. We're going to drop that D flat down to what?
C sharp or C.
C.
Yeah, just C, right? Can't take my eyes off you. Da 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 da. Right? That's a great example of going from the major chord to the major 7 and then to the dominant 7. Alright, just a flatted 7. Alright, little tangent. I'm coming back. Alright, let's go up to E flat. E flat, G, B flat. Alright, root position major triad, drop the root down a half step. Boom. It's amazing how different this chord feels from the white, black, white shapes. But get a look at those shapes, and you start to see like, oh, there's my cookie cutter for that shape, right? Now we'll go up to A flat, the other one, A flat, C, and E flat. Drop the A flat down a half step to G. There's your major 7. Woo, this piano needs to get tuned. Right. Okay, so to review those three, D flat, there's major 7, E flat, there's a major 7, A flat, there's a major 7. Okay, and you can go through the other ones as well, get B flat and B and F sharp. But let's just talk for a minute now about transforming these from a major to a minor 7. Alright, so like let's go back to C. Look at that 7, 3, 5, major 7. And if you want that to be a minor 7, you've got to change 2 notes. Which ones?
The third and the 7th.
The 3rd and the 7th, that's right. And what do we have to do to those? Flat them. That's right. Both of them. Right? So from any major 7, you've got to have a flatted 3rd and a flatted 7. A flat 3, flat 7 to get a minor 7. So let's go ahead and do it. Flat 7 is B flat. Flat 3 is E flat. And there's your C minor 7 in the 7, 3, 5 area code. Alright? I don't know, fingering, what fingering works best for you?
Definitely, probably.
Definitely, probably.
3, 5, 7 just feels weird to me, honestly, at this point. So, like,
What fingers work best for you, though, on these keys? Like if you're playing B flat, E flat, G. Because I could play.
I would say just, I kind of prefer to do like 1, 2, 5.
1, 2, 5?
Yeah.
Or 1, 3, 5?
Feels great.
You gotta have a big paw to do that.
Just have one there on the keyboard.
Yep. And then depending on where you're coming from or where you're going, you know, might even want to grab it like that sometimes if your thumb needs to be free for something. Anyway, you get the idea. You know, fingerings are fluid on this stuff, but what you just don't want to do is be like really awkward. And once you get a shape that works, a fingering that works for that shape, try to stick with it for the other chords in that shape group. For instance, F has the same shape, right? So F minor 7 is E flat, flat 7, flat 3 is A flat, and C is flat. So use the same shape so your hand can just shift around the keyboard like that and not be like trying to figure out every note again. Right? You want to shortcut that process in the brain. All right, so there's your 7th chords. That's your first official lesson in 7th chords. And you've got your minor 7th worksheet there to write in the notes. And just play through every chord on those sheets. All right, and just really pay attention to where the shapes are the same and where they're different, and using them to shortcut the process of figuring out every note in your brain. Okay.